So that was a short first. That was a short first-lived attempt, or a short-lived first attempt. There we go. Those are the words in the appropriate order. But I'll show off once more. We're working with a modded version here, and so far that antiquarian configuration did not do us right. Did us a little dirty, if I were to be honest. I think let's go for a resentment run this time. Last time we did denial, and we'll try to build ourselves a more standard comp. I'm not sure what role the antiquarian is supposed to play yet, and this is why we science these things.
Abundance of caution for a lack of confidence, and would perseverate on your grievances at length. The crossroads where lost souls.
So previously we pulled out a team, but you can see that only one of them has their memories. So for instance, we did not take you out last time in Lustrous to die a horrible death. So let's see what's the, let me look at the kit again here for the antiquarian. I kind of feel like I need to play them like a weaker plague doctor. I think there are different paths. And this one is kind of like a funky one. So I think we play them as a damage dealer. So let's get like, we can always restore people. This will be our last go around. We'll grab an antiquarian. Am I bringing out A rankers, or at least copies of A rankers? I think I am. Who do we pair up with you? We need someone who's going to do some frontline damage. We could go for like a damage dealing Hellion. Doesn't work great with the Leper Hellion. Is not a great combo. I've wanted to make a pick to the face grave robber work. Like more of a melee focused grave robber. But none of their builds are particularly compatible. What about Bonk Vestal for the last slot? So right now we're bringing out the A team. Now, if you're going to be... Do we want Confessor then? I really find it difficult because this description does not help me to understand exactly what's going on. So we're going to be relying on our antiquarian, our evasive antiquarian, to be doing some nervous stabs and pumping out some damage, hopefully. But you're gonna be bonking and divine comforting. I believe Chaplain is the one that comes with taunt. Wait, that doesn't change between those two? Wait, there's something funky going on with the paths right now, I feel like. So that's giving weaken. If I switch to Chaplain, that's still giving Weaken. One of these makes this... So Chaplain is supposed to modify Hand of Light. 1 to 2 damage, that. Path selection looks like it may be a bit busted. Because if I switch this to Confessor and look at Hand of Light, nothing has changed there. So I think paths are broken broadly here. But we'll, so I think... Wait, so I'm at 3 turns there. If I switch to Seraph... Yeah, I'm still at 3 turns. So it's either not displaying or it's not working. But we will, I guess we'll play it by ear a little bit and we'll see. But that's a bit of a funky thing. You always deal with some of these little weirdnesses when you choose to mess about with things. Let's see. Flash powder. Heal target. Okay, that's a heal target. We'll grab that just so we have it. And then... I mean, it's so hard to parse the illusion of choice, you know? Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm literally reading these things and they all look the same. And I'm like, am I losing my mind? And the answer is, of course, yes. So, okay, we got Warlock, whatever you are, Chaplain, and Poet. We'll try this out. Yeah, something definitely a little funky. Modding is not officially supported, so no huge surprises that there's going to be some funkitude in all of this, but excited to try it out. This team hopefully is a little more
The point of no return welcomes
more whatever. By the way, naming rights available for the Antiquarian. This one may hang around, so if anyone wants in with the team. Oh, Antiquarian fits really well into our current color scheme. Our Vestal could use some work though. And Lustrous, you're already on this team. You're the occultist. Or yeah, you're the occultist. But yes, if you wanna come up with a different name, we can do that. Okay, so Chaplain does appear to be working correctly. Ooh, the resists are a bummer here. The work continues.
one less obstacle in our path.
I mean, in Lustrous, you're doing work here. That's for sure. always fidgety.
There is so much worse in store.
There is so much worse in store. Ooh, a feast. Right off the get-go. We like to see that. We like it a lot.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze.
Okay, where are we
It
going?
is safe here.
We're going to the Tangle again. It looks like. We could go Naked and Afraid to the Feeder, but
Conventional fare.
I do worry that this team is gonna struggle a bit. Kind of feel like corpse healing could be pretty darn good here. Again, nothing interesting for helping us with any general plans. Could go Shambler spawn. Get a little crazy with it. Sure. Let's do that.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
I feel like given the fact that we have such a windfall here of potential relationship, maybe we can do some good work. And then what do we care about upgrading? I think Abyssal gets upgraded for sure, and then probably Nervous. I think Nervous Stab is going to be our bread and butter on them. Actually, take it back. I think we're going to need the healing from Divine Comfort. And we're going to need the damage from Abyssal. I don't think we're going to do the general. I think we're... Well, we guaranteed get the lockbox, but it's not that useful. All right, we'll go to the feeder. There's more trinket opportunity potentially there for us. Anything else we need to do? Part of me eyeing that eyeing that radiant torch and being like, maybe we just do that.
The rancid crop grows unchecked and abhorrent.
All right, we'll do the watchtower. I think it's worth.
Exhausted, trust your instincts.
Heola Doobie? What in the world? Explain to me what in the world that that even means.
There is something unearthly in the tannin of this unsavory.
Okay, so we can either get the wines or the stress. We'll take the wines.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
I was thinking we could also just call her Antiquarian, but I want to give the viewing audience a little bit of agency. Hey ya, screams of nervousness. I think that might be too many characters. But I think it also fits. Okay, show me some cultist encounters here. Okay. Just kidding. Doobie is just for dubious. I will consider it. I want to make sure that there's no one tuning in that wants to be immortalized as our first I would say surviving occultist or a surviving antiquarian, but I think that might be entirely too optimistic. It will get a name before we are done here. Whoops. I don't need to see that. All right, let's see if we do a little better on this fight. We certainly have a better team here present. Hammer time. I don't mind that one. Oh man, right off the bat we got hematic rot. We don't really care. That's not the end of the world. I don't think we have ministrations on the board right now. And I really feel like our damage is pretty underwhelming at the moment. Certainly feels a little bit that way. Maybe we need to get our consecrations out. I should definitely have Demon Pull available on Illustrious. I'm kind of surprised. Didn't the Antiquarian in Darkest Dungeon 1 have some type of regen ability? I assume this guy's going to eat at some point here. Hey, we finally hit one. Alright, well, we made it out alive. Already a better run than our last one. But I am struggling with where I should be investing. And asking the very difficult question of whether we want to go to the lair or not. I don't think we have any of the things I want to have when I go to the lair. Which reminds me, do we have any combat items that I should be... Deathcap Spores might be interesting. We don't have an option to fight here. I'm wondering, I feel like there's always an option to fight. I guess that's not always true. It's been a while since we haven't had the option at all. I think the lair is very ambitious. We could do the first two encounters, and then call it there. I think it's better than a resistance encounter. All right, we'll keep that one in our hip pocket, Illustrious.
The landowner's manor. Do you hear the child's cries?
Do I hear the child's cries? Sure. The cries that I hear is our lack of damage, I think. Hey, Fizzle! Do you know if the execution keyword is additive between skills and items? Say if you have an item that gives execution 1 and a skill that gives execution 1. I don't know that there are any items that increase execution, Fizzle. I'm trying to think of one. And off the top of my head, I'm not coming up with any that actually increase execution level. When it comes to like usable items, so I'll give you an example here in 1 second. At least, I guess I was talking about trinkets. So like, for instance, this death combat. Yeah, so Staggering Striker. Oh, Staggering Striker has Execution 1. Good call. I have yet to use Staggering Striker, but my intuition is that it will indeed stack. But that is entirely conjecture, as I haven't tested it. I think that's the only way that would really make sense from my perspective. But yeah, haven't come across Staggering Striker to have the opportunity to test that out. Because the death cap spores that I was pointing at previously, the way that they work. Am I going to risk a 50-50 here? I think I gotta. Okay. The Staggering Striker, or excuse me, the Death Cap Spores just remove it immediately. Yeah, I would love for you, if you have the capacity to test it easily, I would love to see the results of your testing. Because I can't imagine it would not work as an additive thing unless they just kind of were like redundant. That's the other perspective, I guess. They could make it so having Execution 1 twice just means you still have Execution 1. That might be the more intuitive way to handle it. I don't think it wouldn't be good for us as players if it worked that way, but it would also be kind of hidden. Like it would be hard to detect that you had Execution 2 because there's no place where your execution stat is listed, if that makes sense.
Straightforward and effective.
I'm going to do this because I want to get the regen going. I should not have Malediction on the board. That was from some testing. The boss has 2 Death Blow tokens, and you hit him with Wicked Slice plus Staggering Striker. It should kill him. Yeah, I'm very curious to know. So I will look forward to hearing the results of that science. That's the way that I would hope it would work. Yeah, it's hard to land blights here, obviously. We're getting stressed. That's a meltdown. Oh, man. It's unfortunate. Our relationships are good, so it's not the end of the world, but that's definitely unpleasant. My goal here is to just put this guy on dead, and then we'll use a Solemnity. Wait! Waiting. Oh, yes, we're playing a mod at the moment. We are playing a mod. Ooh! Oh, man. See, now I want to do this, even though it will probably end in our death. So the Master's Essence. On hit, chance to reapply combo. If target is crit, turn start 15% chance. It's a cool item. I mean, I would like all of these things. This would be a great windfall. I mean, we're testing stuff out, right? We just don't have great... Like, there's a lot of changes I should have made. What's one more? Well, this time we'd be deleting people. Yeah, I mean, this is really good, and ironically, it's the same as the kitchen knives, so we could do both of them to make it so that it's plus 30% chance to crit, which would be pretty substantial. I really wish that you could select between the paths of the antiquarian. So let me think about this. So what do we have right now? I suspect we could really get messed up by the child. But let's try it. It is a mod, yes.
The harvest is here. Pity those with a place at the table.
Okay, good roll there for sure. This does nothing. I think we put this here since we can't hit the right person. I may get us killed. That's okay. It's okay if that happens. Yes, we are playing with a mod to add the antiquarian. Thought that would be a fun thing to test out. So we're here and we're doing it. I was hoping that hit would be a little more chunky. Yes, it is from Nexus. Losing 2 turns here is a bummer, for sure. I think we just gotta keep going, though. This is gonna be one of those pedal to the metal types of situations, unfortunately. And Maw is gonna be really really bad here. Good hit there. Yeah, I don't believe it. It's not a Steam mod. I had to install it myself. I'm getting a little nervous here. we're losing a lot of actions. 19 and 6. I think we need to keep pumping damage here. Because we're losing both of these turns up here. Unless I move the occultist forward 1. Then the turn order resets and I can do a heal here. I think that's what I need to do. This is risky, but... Okay, I was like, why are you not moving forward? That may have been the wrong play. Time to put on the carry pants, indeed. Indeed. Need those to hit, for sure. Okay. Vestal's dead. Sorry, Mr. Scrake, you're dead. My bad. We may party wipe here. This is the thing about the Harvest Child that is so killer.
Darkness encroaches, inexorable.
We're so close. Alright, we should get the kill here. Easy. Never a doubt in my mind.
We will see them again. I am sure.
Never a doubt in my mind. Oh. Okay. So it appears that the trinket does not show here. It appears to be there. You just can't see it. All right. Ooh. Creature Den would be a bit of a rough one to handle, I feel like. Our relationships are tanking. Our relationships were so good at the start of this. Rank 2 Antiquarian? If I have the option not to do this fight, I probably won't. Let's be honest. Yeah, there's definitely some little janky bits. We'll see. We'll see what people think of testing out mods like this. We do have to do a cultist fight, which is going to be a little unfun, but yeah, the Harvest Child was definitely. I think our Vestal died on the first death blow, so there's only, you know, granted we shouldn't have gotten there, but.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
So now we get plus 15 crit on Blighted, right? Isn't that what the knives do? Yep. I think we just gotta burn him down. We don't we don't benefit that much from taunt here. We're supposed to get plus 15% crit from that too, but I think nothing better than getting rid of one of them. Who do we want to sub in if we make it through this one? Smell another meltdown coming on, incidentally.
A promising development.
I'm a huge racing and driving fanatic, and I just wanted to ask you this. How would your favorite fictional character fare in professional car racing and driving? Ricky, ooh, there are many layers to that question. So first I have to decide who my favorite fictional person is, which is in and of itself, like I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Jason, we're testing out the Antiquarian mod right now. It's not going well. As this meltdown is demonstrative of. Yeah, big patch notes for BG3 too. Very excited about that. No crits is disconcerting. But yeah, very excited about the new patch for tomorrow's stream. I think that will be an interesting one to check out. I only gave them a very brief read. Excuse me? freaking cherub monster? What the heck? If you see the game Driver 2, I can say driving missions are not a piece of cake. Oh, challenging game. So this is a self-heal? Huh. I don't know, the Antiquarian is feeling weirder and weirder. I don't know what to say about it.
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing.
The Antiquarian is weird. Little bit funky. We're dragging right now. I mean, if the police are constantly ramming you, I think you're gonna have a bad time. Well, yes, like what is this? The identity crisis that I'm having right now is I'm like, what? Who's my favorite fictional character? Is its own kind of like difficult to answer question. Mr. Scrake died. Our Vestal. But this is, we're playing a modded save, so like I have my other save, it's fine, it's healthy. We're just testing it out. We're just testing things. I wanted to see what this was all about. So far it's interesting. I do think that we have some bugs that we're dealing with. Idle Thoughts, 100% damage, and it scales down over time. We are also running the Shambler pet right now, so that is we can just put that on someone, like so. And we're gonna have decent items to get the new bloke or bloquette up to speed. I don't really know what we're gonna put in with this. This is the first time that I've ever brought a hero remains in and replaced a hero. So we got that going for us.
For a time.
Josephine's slow-handed. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there's a little plus button here. This is cool. Oh, and yeah, and we can bring in someone who fits into this team. Who fits into this team? Could just bring in a jester. But we don't really have a way to cycle them. Yeah, like a Tony Stark type of character in Lustrous. We do clearly lack stress healing. All right, we'll bring in Moth. We'll bring in Moth. All right, let's see. So what do we get here? Oh, no mop and bucket for you. Noted. Relationships are not cooperating at the moment, but okay, let's see where our greatest pain points are. Okay, so wine for Moth and Josephine. I think it's gonna be 2 wines for them. Yep. Okay. All of these are bad, aren't they? But Jarvis and Josephine definitely need one. For how much positive stuff we've had, this is pretty heartbreakingly bad. We can at least get Josephine and Illustrious out. So we'll do that. Where to next?
Fairly priced.
Snappy Swig? Oh, I just realized. We were solo finale the last time we did this. That's definitely not the way we're playing it this time. I think we're putting you in the 2 spot, but you're going to move back into it. So we'll do that.
Sometimes it is wiser to try anew, fortified by trials past.
Discounted assay gear seems like a good pickup. We're going after the librarian, so let's get some stuff. I'm spending pretty heavily here, but I'm going to try to fortify our relationships even just a little more. 3, 1, 2, 3 gets Moth and Jarvis out of their rut, or not. Well, then these aren't that useful. All right. Fair enough. 4 mastery. What do we got going on? We want nervous stab. I think we want harvest and fade to black. So if you're healthy, it does more damage. I almost feel like Burning Stars is the better pickup. Yeah, Nervous Stab can hit the front 3 ranks. Well, yeah, let's do this. We want to engage a little bit with our new friend.
Plan accordingly.
Grab those 2 and then
Bolted on and be off.
those 2.
The mountain will not be denied.
All right, we're gonna try and do that. I believe yes, you can still encounter it.
We'll do it.